what's happening? Big KBs, we here to talk real quick. So, Adin Ross calls the cops on Joe Budden and Glasses Malone. These niggas right here. If you haven't been paying attention, of course, he did a diss track to Doechii on the 6ix9ine song Bacon. They've been going back and forth, this and that and this. Doechii dropped a new song with SZA. He thinks the shots were at him. People been giving their critiques. Glasses Malone basically told him to stop calling that woman out of a name. And, we gonna have to do something to you. Like, you keep playing like that. Joe Budden agreed with Glasses Malone of harming him because he already don't like Adin Ross and this and that. It's just, niggas been talking. So now we here to talk about it again because Adin Ross is like, I ain't gonna play when I move with security. I pay all these. I got off duty. Hey, big dog. We just here to. I get tired sometimes. As you can see, I get tired sometimes from talking about some of these niggas because I feel like some of these situations just make no sense. But I digress. Adin Ross is making some enemies right now, and as a result, he is getting law enforcement involved. Adin Ross continues to put his foot in his mouth whenever it comes to Doechii. Overall, Ross has proven that he cannot help himself. Following the release of her song Girl Get Up, the streamer made sure to voice his displeasure. His comments were coded language that can be construed as deeply racist and misogynistic, and that's what he doesn't understand. He tried to say, I've done this with what's her name, Emily Ortiz or whoever the fuck as well. I don't see color, but it's like you do have to be sensitive over the fact, like, it might not be you saying it with ill will, but it comes off like that. And I feel like a lot of times people don't pay attention to how they come off, especially when you're doing this media personality, internet personality, streamer type of thing. You do have to have in hindsight how you come off. I suggest some people, you got to sit back and watch the clips and watch some of your streams back because you might come off as an asshole. You got to look at it and take that in. But anyways, while his fans seem to enjoy this brand of content, there are others who find it deeply offensive. For instance, both Glasses Malone and Joe Budden have expressed their desire to see Ross get dealt with in a physical manner. Streamers hid behind their screens and their cameras. Very rarely do these streamers actually get pressed by the people they are talking crazy about. Adin Ross doesn't seem to enjoy these threats, and while he tries to clap back for the cameras, it seems pretty clear that deep down he is genuinely scared. In fact, Ross called into Academic's stream last night where the two had a heart-to-heart. During this conversation, Academic slapped Ross with some harsh reality. So, while Academics believes Ross's heart is in the right place, he still thinks that a lot of what he is saying could be construed, I guess, in a certain type of way. While Ross claims to not see color, Academics notes that Ross needs to be a bit more sensitive about how he phrases things. Meanwhile, Ross admits that he had told the police that he felt as though his life was being threatened by Joe Budden and Glasses Malone. Why Joe Budden? Out of every nigga too, Joe Budden. What that nigga gonna do? He might talk you to death. He ain't gonna do no physical harm to your ass, but anyways. Clearly, Ross is feeling the heat right now and is taking steps towards protecting himself. For Budden and Malone, this is probably a hilarious admission that they won't be taking serious anytime soon. At this point, it seems like Ross has no intentions of changing the way he does things. He knows what will get him engagement, and he knows what riles up his fans. In today's internet age, clout chasers will forever be clout chasers. Like I said, I always be saying it. Hey, Dirk said it best. I know some niggas that will lose it off for a viral moment. And hey, like you were saying, I got off-duty cops, I got all this security, I paid this out the wazoo and all this type of shit you talking. Hey, a lot of motherfuckers will lose it off for a viral moment. Regardless how many security you have, you ain't untouchable. You could try to make people harder for people to get to you, but you never ever untouchable. And a lot of people will do some shit over a viral moment. You just worried about Joe Budden and Glasses Malone. What about niggas who just want to get a viral moment off and be talked about? You know what I'm saying? And they'll just do something to you. Remember, and again, this is a different scenario. Remember when Julio passed away, and I was sitting here like, you made it easy for them. Cause as much as I love Fulio, he a street dude, whatever. You was there tweeting your location, you gonna be here. Now again, as a human, I understand you trying to have a good birthday and tee up. But at the same time, it was also, you know you got beef with niggas. You just in Tampa. It's not like you out of town, you doing all this. Like, come on, folks. It's an hour drive. Like, if them people really looking for you, they looking for you. And what other days you gonna be a little bit lackadaisical and lack a little bit more than your birthday? And that's the thing Adin Ross has to understand. Like, not to say, like, again, you should protect yourself in this and that, and it's fair to give your opinion. You do, number one, have to realize how you come off. You do sound bigoted. You do. At times you do sound bigoted. You have to understand that. I'm sorry, especially academics telling you that, who academics is a black person, you have to heed that. You're addressing this black woman and you're coming off bigoted and racist. And a black person is telling you that. Instead of you trying to explain it, take it and be like, you know what? I didn't mean it, but you know what? I apologize. That's number one. Number two, security this and that, pay this and that. Cool. Yes, even 80, 98, 99% chance them people won't get to you. But there's always that 1% chance a motherfucker can touch your ass. Don't get this shit misconstrued and confused. Hey, you make all the money in your world. Your life is still the most precious thing you got. You get all the clothes, shoes, change, all that little bullshit. The life is the most precious shit you got. It's still priceless. You just woofing too much on the internet, inviting it a bit. You could say them boys is threatening you, but you also inviting it. Stop all the tough talk shit. You ain't got to do all that. That's it. But anyways, that's really all I got to say about the whole situation. And again, I'm not condoning what Malone said. He shouldn't even be on that time as well. Joe Budden is just commenting on how the fuck you come off, which, hey nigga, you playing into that. Watch back some of your content. And yo, I said it before, sometimes a nigga gotta get punched in the face. You doing too much, bro. You gotta understand that. Sometimes you gotta sit back and be like, you know what? I've done enough. I've done too much. And it's okay. But anyways, what do y'all think? Y'all know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ Dead Wilder doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You try to hit a little bit more, you heard me. And I'm gone. Slimes on peace, y'all, gang. Aye.